A very good morning, students. Welcome back. Today we are going to continue with the same chapter number 3, Field to Kitchen. Now, in the next topic, we will learn about types of agriculture. There are different types of agriculture in our country. We will learn about the types of agriculture. Number 1, subsistence agriculture. Number 2, commercial agriculture. Number 3, shifting agriculture. Number 4, plantation agriculture. And number 5, mixed agriculture. Let us learn more about these types of agriculture. We will begin with subsistence agriculture, which is practiced by many poor farmers on their small land. The term subsistence simply means to support. So, in this type of agriculture, farmers cultivate crops on their farms to feed themselves and their families, to support their families. They usually do not sell their crops in the local market. Such farmers mainly depends on the monsoon for irrigation the crops. Means they are totally depend on the monsoon. Means for irrigation the crops, means for watering the crops. Most of them do not even use much insecticides and pesticides or fertilizers. Fertilizers means a chemical substance. Insecticides and pesticides are the one type of spray used to kill the insects and rats who destroy the crop. In subsistence agriculture, farmers mostly cultivate or grow cereals like rice, barley, wheat and vegetables. These all are the cereals which are cultivated by the farmers on a small scale or to support their families. They do not sell the crops in the local market and they are totally depend on the monsoon for watering the crops, and they do not use any spray or insecticides, pesticides to kill the insects, or any fertilizer means any chemical to grow the plants or crops. Let's move ahead the second type of agriculture in our country, that is commercial agriculture. In this type of agriculture, different crops are cultivated, means grown on a large scale to be sold in the market. Once it is cultivated on a large scale and then it is to be sold in the market. Since the cultivation are done on a large scale, the farms are in a large size and many people are employed for farming, means many people are working for farming. For commercial agriculture, farmers have started adopting many modern machines in modern methods for irrigation and insecticides and pesticides for a good yield. It means farmer adopting means using method which methods, modern methods or modern machineries of irrigation the crops, and insecticides and pesticides both are the spray to kill the insects for their good yield or for to increase their yield, and they are also use chemical fertilizers. Farmers usually grow crops like rice, maize and sugarcane in commercial agriculture. In short, it is one type of agriculture. Different crops are grown on a large scale and sold in the market. The farms are very large. the people are working for their survival, or they are working for the farming, or for commercial agriculture. Farmers has adopted or using modern machineries, modern methods for irrigation. Sprays, that is insecticide and pesticides, are used to increase the yield, and farmer usually grow rice, maize, sugarcane in commercial agriculture. Now the third type of agriculture is shifting agriculture. In this type of agriculture, a small area of forest is cleared and cultivated for a short period of time. It means only some part of area in the forest are cultivated for a short period of time. Once the crops are harvested, or after harvesting the crops, the land is abandoned to allow the growth of the natural vegetation. Abandoned means abandoned for some time until the fertility is stored naturally. It means they are inhabited to allow by the growth of natural vegetation. Then farming is shifted to a newly cleared area. After cultivating in small area of forest, they are shifted their agriculture to the new cleared area in the forest for cultivation the crop. Shifting agriculture is known as zoom cultivation. Shifting agriculture is also known as zoom cultivation. The crops commonly grown in this type of agriculture are rice, maize and vegetable. Let's move ahead the next type of agriculture, that is plantation agriculture. In this type of agriculture, a single crop is cultivated over a large area or on a large area of land. The crops are cultivated mainly for selling in the market, or it is cultivated to be sold in the market. It is also exported to the other countries, thereby earning a good revenue for the country. Interestingly, the crops grown in the plantation agriculture are used as a raw material in industries and are often sold to the other countries. It means the crops also exported to the other countries for get a good revenue, or to earn a good revenue for the country. So some of the example of plantation agriculture crops cultivated in India are tea and coffee. Tea and coffee are the examples of plantation crop. We will now learn about the unique type of agriculture called mixed agriculture. In this type of agriculture, farmers use their fields for growing various crops and rearing livestock such as cows and buffaloes. The crops commonly grown in mixed agriculture are wheat, barley and oats. Some farmers are also grow potatoes, peas and beans. Thus, we have learned about different types of agriculture practiced in India, such as subsistence agriculture, commercial agriculture, shifting agriculture, plantation agriculture and mixed agriculture. Let us learn question we will cover up in the question answer session. Now take out your page number 28. In that, the third topic of this chapter is types of crop. We covered the first topic, that is meaning of agriculture, and in the second topic we covered types of agriculture. Now we will learn more about types of crops. We get most of our food from plants. We get most of our food from where we get from the plants. Different types of crops are grown in different parts of country. Okay, different types of crops are grown in the different types of the different parts of the country. These crops are divided into two parts, that is food crop and cash crop. Crops are divided into two divisions, that is food crop and cash crops. Let us learn more about these two types of crops, that is food crops and cash crops. Let's start the first one, that is food crops. Crop are edible crop. What is mean by edible? Edible means we can be eaten. For example, leaves of spinach. They form the staple diet of the people of the region in which they are grown in abundance. It means they form a staple diet. Staple diet means the food that is eaten routine, okay, of the people of the region in which they are grown in abundance. Abundance means a very large quantity. These crops are grown in a very large quantity in some regions and they form a staple diet, means they are eaten in their routine. Some food crops are rice, wheat, maize, millets and pulses. Which are the crops are rice, wheat, maize, millets and pulses. Let us learn about some of the food crops and where they are grown in our country. So let's learn one by one of the food crops where they are grown in our country. So let's start with the first one, that is rice. So rice grown in Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Orissa, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. In these states, the rice are grown. Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Orissa, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal are the rice producing state in India. These states are rice producing. Very large quantity are grown in this state in India. So rice is a staple diet of the people in the southern India. It means rice is a routine food or food that is eaten routinely of the people who are living in the southern India. Next, let's move ahead the next one, that is wheat. So wheat is grown in, where it is grown? It grown in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Where it is grown? It grown in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh, and it is a staple diet. It means a food that is eaten routinely of the people in the northern India. So wheat is a staple diet of the people who are living in the northern India, and rice is a staple diet of the people who are living in the southern India. Let's move ahead the third one, that is millets. So millets includes bajra and jawar. Okay, so millets include grains such as jawar, bajra and ragi. In millets, these three grains are included. Which one? Jawar, bajra and ragi. These crops are cultivated or grown in which state? In the state of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Where it is grown? It grown in the state of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. So millets includes three grains, that is jowar, bajra and ragi, and it is cultivated in these states. Let's move ahead the pulses. Pulses like moong, masoor, urad, tur and rajma. These all are the pulses. Which one? Moong, masoor, urad, tur and rajma are dried seeds of different plants, and they grown in almost every part of the India. They grown almost means maximum or every part of the India. Which pulses are grown? Moong, masoor, urad, tur and rajma are the pulses which are grown almost every part of the India. So here we have completed the first type of crop, that is food crop. Let's move ahead the second type of crop, that is cash crops. There are two types of crops, food crops and cash crop. In food crop we learn that rice, wheat, millet and pulses, these four are the food crops which are eaten rawly like leaves of spinach. Okay, and rice are grown in many parts, many states of India, and wheat are grown in the northern India, and millets includes three grains, jawar, bajra and ragi, and pulses includes moong, masoor, urad, tur and rajma, and it's grown almost every part of India. Let's move ahead the second type of crop, that is cash crop. So what is cash crop? Cash crop can be edible or non-edible. It can be eaten or it cannot be eaten. Okay, eaten means it can, like for example leaves of spinach, it is a edible crop, and roots of spinach we cannot be eaten, so it is non-edible. So they are mainly used as a raw material for the industry. These cash crops are used as a raw material, means industry then process these raw material to convert into a finished product, so they can be used as a raw material for industry. They are grown to be sold in the market. Why they are grown? They are grown in a large scale and they are grown for the purpose or to be sold in the market. Let us learn more about these cash crop. In the cash crops like sugarcane, jute, cotton, tea, coffee, spices and oil seeds are included in the cash crop. They are used as a raw material for the industry or they can be consumed rawly. Okay, so let's start with the first one, that is sugar cane. What we get from the sugar cane? We get sugar and jaggery from sugar cane. These two items we get from the sugar cane, that is sugar and jaggery. It is mainly cultivated in Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. In these states, the sugarcane mainly cultivated like Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Let's move ahead the next one, that is jute. Jute is also known as golden fiber. So jute is known as golden fiber because it is golden brown color. Why it is known as golden fiber? Because jute is a golden brown color and its importance in the term of usage, production and global consumption. Jute is very useful or important for usage and for production and for their global consumption. So it is ideal for making various useful products. So with the help of jute, there are various useful products is to be produced or is to be made, such as ropes. Ropes are made from the jute. Bags, jute bags. Carpet is also made from the jute. Sacks and wrapping materials. So it grows in the state of Assam, Bihar, West Bengal and Orissa. In the state, mainly jutes are cultivated, such as Assam, Bihar, West Bengal and Orissa. Let's move ahead the next type of cash crops. So next type is cotton. Cotton is important to us in various purposes. Cotton are used and it is very important to us. Many products are made with the help of cotton. So it is used for making all kinds of clothes. All kinds of clothes are made with the help of cotton or with the use of cotton. So it grown in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Haryana, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Where it is grown? It grown in the state of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Haryana, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Let's move ahead the next type, that is tea. Tea is most widely consumed beverage in India. So it is one type of liquid substance which are mostly or widely consumed in India. Most of the people are consuming tea. India is one of the largest tea producer in the world. India is one of the largest tea producer, means tea produced in India in a large scale. So tea is grown in Assam, some parts of West Bengal and in the Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu. So tea is grown in the Assam and some part of West Bengal and in the Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu. Let's move ahead the next one, that is coffee. Coffee is also another important beverage in India. After tea, the coffee is the another important beverage in India. Coffee shops and coffee cafes are growing in popularity all over the India. If we see that there are many places in that we found many coffee shops and coffee cafes, okay, are growing popularity all over the country. Coffee is grown in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. In this state, the coffee is grown, that is Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Let's move ahead the next one, that is spices. Spices are the main ingredient in Indian cuisine. So ingredient means substances that are combined to make a particular dish. If we make the particular dish, we require or we need some ingredients in the Indian cuisine, means a specific type of cooking. We need all the spices. India food is distinctive and delicious. Indian food is very distinctive. Distinct means different and very delicious, containing a unique blend of herbs and spices. So because we use a unique mixture of herbs and spices in the Indian food. Spices like cloves, cardamom, pepper, chilies, coriander, seeds, turmeric and ginger are obtained from various parts of the plant. These all spices, that is cloves, cardamom, pepper, chilies, coriander seeds, turmeric and ginger are obtained from the various plants, okay, such as flowers, fruits, barks, seeds and roots. Kerala and Karnataka are the largest producer of spices in India. These two states are the largest producer spices in India. Which one? Kerala and Karnataka. So let's move ahead. The last one, that is oil seeds such as groundnuts, cotton, mustard and sesame are grown in the state of Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Punjab and Assam. In the state of Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Punjab and Assam, oil seeds are grown such as groundnuts, cotton, mustard and sesame. So now I am reading the fact that is in your page number 31. Kerala is known as the land of spices. Kerala is also known as the land of spices because in Kerala most of spices are grown. So spices from Kerala were being exported. Exported means sold to the other country to get the revenue or to earn the income from the other country to the Arab countries as early as 1000 BC, from where it as early as 1000 before Christ it is exported, and we get the revenue from the other countries by exporting the spices in the to the other countries. So here we have completed the second part of this chapter. In that we covered the types of agriculture. There are different types of agriculture, that is subsistence agriculture, commercial agriculture, shifting agriculture, plantation agriculture and mixed agriculture. And also we covered the types of crops. There are two types of crops, food crop and cash crop. Let us try question we will cover up in the question answer session. In the next lecture we will start the journey of food and discussion of question answers of this chapter number 3, that is fields to the kitchen. Thank you.